But let's go ahead and talk about a good West Coast album. Absol's Control System. Now, we've gotten a lot of subscribers recently and a lot of views recently from Absol actually sharing one of our videos on his Twitter page. A lot of people have come in on that. We've talked about our reaction to him sharing it. And funnily enough, when all that stuff was happening on my TL, Control System randomly popped up, and it was like what the was it like the
13 years.
13-year anniversary? So a random hip hop page posted it, and I'm like, we gotta talk about Control System. All the
Mhm.
times I've talked about how it's one of the greatest projects to come out of the goddamn blog era, and it's Absol's best album. I was like, we
Mhm.
gotta talk about this at some point. And god dang it, now is the perfect time because one, we didn't really have an album to talk about this week, but
Mhm.
two, this is a goddamn great album, and I've talked about it so many times on how it's one of my favorites on here. The B, how do we want to start this album review off? Because I think I was obviously we was both teenagers when this came out.
Mhm.
I was obviously in high school at the time.
I
I
was
forgot
too.
how I first heard Absol, but it might have been off of Section 80. I'm not sure. And so going into that whole TDE black hippie thing, just being crazy about all them guys in general, got the Control System, and I'm like, yo, I am in love with this. This guy's wordplay
Mhm.
is insane. His charisma is off the charts. His beat selection is fantastic, and he got that rapper's rapping. He's a rapper's rapper. He got that rapping ability about him. And I love the fact of Ab-Soul, especially on an album like this. To me, this is his most accessible album, besides obviously Soul Burger. This is his most accessible album to who Ab-Soul is, especially with his rebellious side, him going against, the powers that be kind of at certain points, him talking about certain things like a terrorist threat. You get what I'm saying? Be saying things about Obama. I was like, yo, when I first heard this beat, I'm like, what is he doing right now? And this is when Obama was still in office. I'm like,
Mhm.
tracks like that. Him having people on there like Danny Brown, All a Black Hippie, Kendrick, Alori Joe, Janae Aiko, I believe, stacked with features, stacked with great songs on here. And god dang it, I feel like this is one of the best, well-rounded albums and packages that we gotten from that time era itself. B, tell me what you think about Control System. Tell me your story behind it.
Oh man, I was prepping for this album. I was already ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a big Al Soul guy since what like 2010 ish is when I found about him. You know, around when TD was really getting their foot in the door, that kicking it down because Al Soul was like he was the one that stand out. You know, especially going back to looking at all the freestyles and stuff that him and Kendrick used to do together and just them bouncing off each other and the black hippie stuff, the chop that, ip that, that's crack, all that stuff, and just Al Soul. Uh, what he say? Fantasies I had many. I used to hate on Mickey Mouse because he had many. What the,
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Just things like that. He used to say these so clever lines that just grab you all the time, man. You couldn't listen to an Al Soul song and not get something crazy, like a crazy funny but witty bar. And Long Term Mentality is my favorite Absol project because that's the one I sat with the longest. This is the best. But my favorite is probably Long Term Mentality because I sat with it so long. And I love Long Term too. That's why. Oh, when that dropped, I was heavy. But my history with this be Bohemian. I ain't gonna lie. First time I listened to this, I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it yet.
Mm.
I'm telling you, I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it yet. It took me to I want to say I graduated. It had to be like 2013ish when I actually like returned to this album and was like, all right, because Bohemian Grove, I always liked that song, but then it was like I fell in love with that song. Like Bohemian Grove, that beat, just how Absol was flowing on there. I was like, man, this is a dope song. That song had me hooked. So then once that song had me hooked, I'm like, let me just listen to this album more. And like, yo, this album, the context, the Book of Soul, track two, he just rapping, TT threats. I'm gonna just say that. Peanut, like this whole project is just him showing off the rapping, the ideologies that he has, some of the crazy ideas. Like double standards used to blow my mind when back. I remember the first time I heard double standards. That was a track I was like, dang, that is a double standard in these double standards. You know what I'm saying?
Standards,
Standards.
standards.
Hey, he with the homies. He with the homies. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Hey,
man,
you know Amber
I
Cole, or who was
know
that
who
Negro
was
that she was giving gum? I was like, oh.
that? So it's just like, man. And then what's that? Mixed emotions, throw hey, shout out. Hey man, mixed emotions was dope as well. Shout out to the
What he say?
syrup sippers
He
out
says
there.
that is that cliche to shoot
Hey,
Pimp
what
C,
they never see
R.I.P. and
RP. Yeah,
ooh, about screw. Oh,
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
lean.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, B. Come on.
He
What are we talking about
he
right now?
bro, he was killing it in this album, bro. Illuminate with him and Kendrick, dope. A rebellion with him and Alori Joe, Curtis King on the production on that. That's like one of my favorite songs on here. Shout out Curtis King for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that beat, bro. I love that song.
Beat hard. Beat hard.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
not
We
gonna
got to give him a
front.
little credit. Got to give him a little
I'm
credit.
not gonna front.
But
I hate what he turned into currently, but I'm not gonna front on that.
but
Not gonna
be
front.
another track on here that was like one of my favorites, and me playing it today. And like, man, I forgot how much I love this song. Empathy. I love that
Oh yeah.
song.
Didn't I put it in one
I
of our mixes before?
love
No.
I think you probably have, but it's just be hearing it again. Like it's been so long since I like played this
Hmm.
album. It's a minute, and like hearing, I'm like, oh my god, this is bro. Absol, like he gave you the best of him in this. I don't know if he look at this album as like his best work. I don't know, but dog, this album is.
He said Soul Burger was his best work. Remember?
Oh yeah, he did. But I know people want to say they current because it's. But man, nothing into something beat, just rapping, bro. Beautiful Death, him and Punch. Oh, dude, RP to Astrobot, he died a few years
And
ago.
Lori Joe too, right?
And Alora Joya, she passed away like before this album came out.
Hmm.
I remember when that happened. Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was crazy. The Book of Soul B, come on. That song bring
Oh
me to
my
tears.
god.
That song, when I
Oh
hear
my
that
god.
beat, that beat, when I hear the production on that, it brings like I get emotional. It was like so perfect, like the
It
display, the
perfectly
work.
fit the theme.
Yes, man. It's hard for me not to kind of feel like teary eyed when I hear that beat and just listen to Absol just spill his soul out. Man, man, I just RIP, man. I know that was heavy because he actually brought this back up in Herbert, like talking about her and everything. Like,
Mhm.
but Black Little Bastard, the remix, the J Rock. I forgot how J Rock.
I'm the silent assassin, the black hippie dragon. I'm like, oh my god, what are
B,
we doing?
I forgot how crazy J Rock verse on here. Go
Mhm.
home, poke on some coochie. Like, like I forgot how crazy and how like he felt hungry, menacing. The voice, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how J Rock sounded on this freaking song. To me, he has the best verse on here, bro. Even though
Mhm.
they was on there talking their stuff, bro. Because even Kendrick tell Rihanna, I'm trying, what I'm saying? He's like, if I fall, I'm gonna let on the ass of Nicki Minaj.
Mhm.
Right? Like it was just certain things they had on here, but like J Rock was a standout on here. I forgot how hard that J Rock verse was, V. I
Cause
was
all we
rapping it.
do is do it. All we do is
All we
do
do
it.
is
All we
do
do
it.
is do it.
Oh, like what Q said? Q had that one line when he was like, dude, I forgot how it goes, but like, nah, they was
I
on here
forgot
going,
too.
bro. Yeah, they
Mhm.
was on here going. Man, like this album right here is just amazing, bro. This is an amazing album. And it's been a while since I listened to it. It's just going back. Hey, them boys was in a bag around this time. They was in a bag, bro. Oh my God, how power, three eyes for you got three eyes. Like, come on, bro. They was going. This like what that joint Sopa with him and Schoolboy Q. This like
Mhm.
when Swag meets the what do he say? When Swag meets what?
I forgot.
Forgot what he
Cause this
said
was
on there.
because this is the song that was kind of like that of the times moment where
Yeah, yeah,
Sopa
yeah,
was
yeah.
like that act on the internet where they was trying to take away
Mm-hmm.
certain things. They talked
Mm-hmm.
about Coney on there. I'm
Yeah,
collecting
Cody.
Coney,
Oh, Cody.
Coney.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Man. But yeah, B. This album's
Oh, B.
amazing. What?
Told you
You
I gotta do
ready?
the I gotta do that spirit boxing when I'm about to cook, B.
Go ahead
Hey,
and cook, V.
going in here, B. I gotta give a shout out to Willie B and Tay Beats. The production that they laced on this bad boy. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta give them their props because B, when we got solo H word with the three in there, oh my gosh, B. The intro. Open your eyes, girl, you know what
Open
it
up what it
is. It's
is.
about that time. Perfect intro for that album. Then we get track two. B, I used to jam this so much in high
Mm.
school. Hey, he said, "When I run through the city, I feel like a rush or whatever." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God!" Hey, we said, TDE, we in here.
Yeah.
I can smell fear
Yeah.
from a mile away. You know, I don't get from around here. I'm like, exaggeration, use your imagination. I'm like, come on, B. The rate is going in, and I just took a number two, and ain't this track number two?
Number
Oh
two. Yeah.
my God, B,
Yeah. Hey,
pulling it,
he was going
Bohemian
in.
Obi B. The production from Tay Beats to Day Free. Hey, one
Hmm.
time for the ladies and two
Yeah.
time for the B
For that.
words.
Hey.
Hey, baby, I was thinking about you. Hey, baby.
Hey,
And then we
baby,
get
I've
and
been
then we
thinking
get
about
that
you.
that slow down at the end. Control, control. You
Hmm.
know, we're calling this chattel. Chattel is like slavery and so on.
Hmm.
So then he goes into terrorist threats with Danny Brown. Pip your game with your foes.
The
Top dog ish
top.
though. All right. We don't do this
Hey.
I see right. Even though none of us see me right. If all the
Hmm.
gangs in the world unify, I bet
I
we
put you
can
away
never
with that.
tonight. I'll
Take his
be.
hey,
Hey,
going, bro.
extra pills, extra pills.
Ex-
Hey, gang, man, on this for real. Oh my gosh. The Danny Brown coming in with that monster third verse. Oh my God.
Bro,
Hey,
they
what he
was
said?
killing
He
it.
said, he said, take an EBT card from my grenades in the name, and that's all of them in the daughter's name. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Danny Brown was killing the beat. And then right after that, Pineal Glen.
Yeah.
Oh, that menacing, terrifying beat with that piano. It was all a dream. It was
Dream.
imagination. It was exaggeration. Talking about him being on DMT. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, oh, what he say? Ah, dang. That's the thing with this album, right? And you know I'm not good with lyrics. For the people that's watching
Hmm.
this, I'm not good with quoting lyrics. I'm not good with that. If I hear the song though, I could start singing along with the song though. But when it came to Pino Glenn, what did he say? You got three eyes, three eyes. The
Three.
way that he made some of these songs, the presence that he has on some of these songs, the
Mhm.
tones that he set with some of these songs right here. Him talking about, I'm on DNT, TDE, it's on 303. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Double standards. Obviously, a fire song. Him talking about a guy wanting to get with the girl, then the girl kind of putting herself on the guy, whatever. You know, talking about the double standards, like, oh, if you don't get this P word, then you a P word. I heard of living. Fire.
You
Fire.
don't get
Then we
this
got
picture,
Mick.
then you a pussy.
Exactly. Then we got mixed emotions. That's a drink party cool song right here. I enjoyed
Hmm.
this. Come on, man. Then we got a Sopa with him and Schoolboy Q. I love the production on here.
Hmm.
Ding 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 ding
Hmm.
ding ding. Boom. I'm like,
One thing
okay.
about the production is very is
Mhm,
it's like it's cohesive, but it's varied to me. Like it vary in different like I want to say that I guess some of the structures of the some of the
mhm.
songs, like the production of it, but it still fits to me. Like it's a cohesive production. To me, it didn't get like it wasn't lazy or nothing like that. It all fit to me.
To me, I feel like this was like this felt like a Schoolboy Q song. Like this was meant
Oh
for
yeah,
Schoolboy
this right
Q.
here. Yeah,
Because to
yeah.
me, it felt like it was more in Schoolboy Q's vein. But I
Hmm.
love when Absol and Schoolboy Q get together for something. I just love
Like
that
druggy, like
dynamic.
when they do druggy with hoes. That's why I was saying like
Mhm,
this, even though it was kind of like a different like schoolboy sound, to me it didn't throw off the album to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
mhm.
with this production,
Oh, I
I got you.
completely agree. I
Hmm.
completely agree. Then we got Luz Demons with J Rock and BJ the Chicago Kid.
Hmm.
BJ laying a fire chorus. J Rock coming in with a really strong verse as well. Look, we got all the Black Hippie on here solo wise. Then we get the Black Hippie track at the end. Oh my gosh. Then we got track 10, Illuminate with Kendrick Lamar. Fire verse from Kendrick.
Hmm.
Fuego. I love this song on GTA. Whenever the song would come on the radio, I would let this bad boy play. In fact, I remember when GTA 4, I mean 5 came out and this song was on here. I'm like, oh, what GTA know about this Illuminate right here? What they know about my boy Ab Soul on here? Hold up. He should have performed this at the pop out, but that's besides the point. Then we got a rebellion. I love this song with Lori Joe. Showing love. Hey, I love the beat on here. Ding ding ding. They start speaking effing girls are showing love. Ooh, this the rapping jack track right here. I'm like, oh, okay. What we doing? Then we got empathy. One of my favorite slower tracks, especially of that era right there. Empathy. Loved it.
Perfect, bro.
Something perfect. Beautiful death. Perfect. The Book of Soul. Oh my God. The story
Yeah,
of when he's talking about how he got the the
Steven
condition of
Johnson syndrome, right?
yeah, Steven Johnson
Yeah.
syndrome, where he started
Mhm.
talking about like he said look, he said my lip skin felt off and it grew back differently, like darker
Different.
than before. He said
Yeah.
darker than my pigment. He said my own sister couldn't even recognize me.
Different.
I had pink eye that my whole eyes were
We
swollen
say
shut. I was like,
uh, uh, unrecognizable from my little sister. What they say? Yeah. Nah, then middle school wasn't the first time the middle school wasn't easy, whatever you saying.
mhm.
Like nah, bro. That's all
See,
right there, bro.
and then basically him talking about like how he thought he would never get any girl. Then a Lori Joe came into his life.
Mhm.
Then sadly he was like, yo, she sadly passed
Yeah.
away. And then he's talking about he's like everything I love just gets taken
Just
from me.
take
He
it.
said the next thing is
Yeah.
my mom and music. And I'm like,
Yeah, like,
oh.
oh yeah, bro.
I'm
He
like,
was
we not doing that, Soul. Soul, we not doing that. Come on, Soul. You gotta
yeah.
chill out with that, bro. You gotta chill out with that talk. Come on. Especially with what we was dealing with in Herbert. And we realizing what you been on in that little gap. Come on, Soul. I get it though. I get it. But come on, Soul. How nice you've been throughout this whole project. I need more projects from you, my boy, which we obviously got after that. But then we got Black Lip Bastard the remix. This is the way that you end off an album right here. You got the posse cut. Oh my gosh. This might be one of the best posse cuts, be especially from that time period. One
Mhm.
Train is up there. This is up there. Top five posse cuts during the blog era. This is up there. Everybody killed their verse. I don't want to say it like this. Everybody's verse is phenomenal. Schoolboy Q had the weakest verse.
Mhm.
I can't rank the other ones because J Rock was up there. B that like you
I
said, B that boy was hungry. That
I
boy was
I
hungry.
I
B.
always think to me, I just forgot how dope his verse was. I think J Rock had the better verse on here. I'm sorry. I
He
might have
had
to
the
do a
aggression.
re-listen, but I used to listen to this a lot. But I forgot how dope J Rock verse
Mhm.
was, bro. That verse is crazy.
No, that
And I know
verse was
Soul
good.
kind of had a small little verse before J Rock started going, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, but bro, my God, J Rock was on here going in. Oh
B.
my, he was spitting.
This album to me was phenomenal,
Mhm.
fantastic. I love this album through and through. 71 minutes, 44 seconds, 17
Mhm.
tracks, all heat. I love this. This is the game I love. God dang it, I love this project right here. One of my favorites from the blog era, Control System. If you are not an Absol fan, if you have not heard this project, go do yourself a service and listen to this right now.
Yes,
This
sir.
project is so good to me. Like I said, that production from Willie B and Tay Beast. Oh my god,
They were
this is
killing it, B.
they was everything on this album. I love. This was a Glaze Fest for me. I'm sorry, I love this album. I jammed this a lot back in high school. Absol is my favorite from TDE. The cleverness, the wordplay, the bars that he had. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, Absol's that guy for me. Yeah, it's funny, be how I listen to some of the most ignorant music mostly. When it comes to my
Uh-huh.
favorite rappers, it's always like rappers up in there. I'm just saying, it's just
Cause
rappers up in
bro,
there.
rapping is the thing, B. That's what it is. You're gonna have that, something with substance. To me, it's the best, bro. It's gonna reign supreme because it's the one that lasts longer. The
Yeah.
fun is cool, bro. Like fun is always gonna be there. You're gonna always find a fun track. That's why I think when people try to keep that substance in hip hop, but you always gonna have a fun track. But you gotta have that substance. Gotta have that message, those ideas, creativity. Like I said, keep music creative
Hmm. I
and
agree.
fun.
Facts. And one thing I
Yeah.
really like about this project and what caught my eye on it back when I was younger was the Apkiss that Absol has on here. And if you guys don't know what Apkiss is, go ahead, Google it, look it up. This was like a symbol for Christianity back then, and him talking about like, him dealing with Christianity, talking about, yo, if I'm talking to God, if I, like if that was real, God really don't like me type stuff. He said, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not talking about it like that. I'm just like,
Right there, yeah.
I'm like, oh my, I don't know how the line was like verbatim, obviously, because
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm bad with quoting lyrics, but I was like,
He
oh
said
my
that on Book of
God.
Soul, right? That was on Book of
Yeah, I
Soul,
think
right?
so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I know he talked about certain things about like I think on a rebellion, where he was talking about like how giving the church all this money or whatever, and we shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be, certain
Mm-hmm.
things like that. I'm just like, God dang it. I'm like, this is fire right here. But he still talks about, keeping his faith and things like that. So I was like, all right, that's kind of cool that Absol always kept like the Abkiss as one of his logos type thing to always symbolize like his faith in Christianity and things like that. But yeah, overall for me, phenomenal project. Great project. I recommend anybody to check this out, especially if you want some good bars, some substance. you want a varied project in terms of like subject matter and substance as well, and some things that like get your brain thinking, but also you get those rapidy rap tracks as well. This project to me is varied in one of the better ways and produced really, really well as well. So
This
yeah.
and also this is a top 5 TD project, bro. This is a top
Oh
5.
yeah.
We talked. Did we real ranking? Did we do that ranking?
No, we didn't do the ranking. We ranked Hip Hop DX's ranking, and they didn't even have this
Okay.
on the list at all.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. This
And
is
it
one of
was bugging.
those. This is
Yeah.
one of those for real, for
We
real.
we've sung the praises for a control system previously. So yeah.
Oh
Make
yeah.
sure y'all go check out this project if y'all have not already. B, you got any last thoughts on this?
Man, my last thought is, bro. So you put out to me, this is a personal classic for me. This I know it's not like an album that everybody knows that they should, but hey, Absol, you appreciate it, man. You put out some of the best, especially in the blog era. And you know, your newest stuff is rocks as well. But this right here, bro, is one of them ones. And you was like, not even saying you was ahead of your time, bro, but like you you was speaking some stuff, bro. Like, oh man,
Mhm.
it's crazy. And that one line he said about in Book of Soul, like a Lori Jones said, I could see the future, but she lied because she was in
Oh,
it.
because
And
I
I was
saw her
like,
in it. I
I
was like,
saw it in it. I'm like, oh, man, come on, bro. Nah, man. Amazing album, bro. I love this album.
same.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we knocked this one off the books because oh my
Yeah.
god,
Hey, we might have
having
to
a
do
reason to
another
go listen
revisit
to
for
it
the
again.
15, B. For the 15 and
Hey,
20. We might have to
facts.
come
Hey,
back.
exactly. Hey, spin
Do a
the block,
different,
B.
yeah, do it, spin a block or talk about it in a different way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or re-talk about some of the ideas he had. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir. But yeah,
yeah.
y'all let us know if y'all are going to listen to Absol's control system. Have y'all heard it? Are y'all going to listen to it? What do y'all think about it? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.